Aldridge. Looking at Sacramento, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, here's Suggs. Out to the right wing. Back to Mobley. Shakes him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
And with size and a terrific skill set, Mobley gives defenders nightmares.
And the Kings making a change here. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And Barrett gets it to go.
And RJ can play where he's mixing up speeds, but is also in control of himself. This is the kind of stuff you get from him.
Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Suggs looking around. It's Barrett on the wing. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. For three. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Quarter outside. Mobley with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
To the inside. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And Valanciunas just needs a little bit of airspace. He's so big, easy for him to get to the rim.
RJ Barrett has established himself as a guy who can play a lot of different roles. Brent, a very versatile player.
A versatile player, Kevin, for sure, and the scoring has been there, but I don't think that's what you rely on with RJ Barrett. You want him to be a complementary player that plays in different positions on the floor to put the defense at a disadvantage. He's that skilled, and he has that ability to grow that way.
Pass to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Embiid wide open. Drills the baseline jumper.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
Pass to Mobley. And here's Barrett. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success. You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Pass to Suggs. Five to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. For three, Barrett. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Here's Barrett. Following the basket by Jabari Smith. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Smith outside. And it's off from three-point range. Spurs leading by 5. Down low. Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Yeah, this is why you gotta be excited about Mobley. Already a special and versatile defender.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
1:15 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Mobley. Stolen by McDaniels.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history. A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
Outside, Porter. To the paint. Here's Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
Pass to Bagley. Lots of room. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Now here's Porter. Still scoreless. Inside. And Smith with the stuff.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Here's Christie. It's been all about Jonas Valanciunas for the Spurs. He notched
20. The Kings.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Screen by Smith. Here's Porter. There's the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup. Porter's got his first basket.
Defenses try to test Porter's physicality, but he's adjusted well to it.
Pass to Bagley. Jackson from long range. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Porter with it. Picked up by Suggs. Brown outside. And it's Suggs with the rebound. San Antonio leading by 5. Here's Christie. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Here's Porter. And there's the drive. And then Porter with the jam.
This young man is unreal. I mean, can you believe that?
Suggs up top. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Jackson. Pass to Mobley. Another shot. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
To the middle. Here's Christie. Bagley with a wide open look. Bagley with another miss.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
So it's the Spurs now. Can they get it? And it's Barrett getting it to go. Barrett's got his second best.
Sometimes you got to be patient, let the play develop. Barrett looking comfortable operating in these screen and rolls.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Pass to Barrett. Off on the layup.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. Between rebounding, interior scoring, and he shoots the three. Brent, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, Valanciunas has done a really good job of growing his game, Kevin, in today's game. I mean, the modern NBA to have shooting bigs. JV has stepped out and proves that he can hit shots from the top of the key, but it's still that grinding, tough, physical play that you want on a nightly basis, and he gives it to you.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us, perfect.
Yeah, you could see that RJ had seen him open earlier and then got in the right spot to deliver.
And here's Porter. 8 points for him. To the paint. Here's Smith. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Smith's got 8 points.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Pass to Suggs. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Porter with it. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Brown outside. Clock at 6. A rebound by the Spurs. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. They get a hand on it. Porter with the steal. Fires for 3. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now Suggs shoots over Brown.
Oh, incredible defense. JB, an elite two-way player.
And it's Suggs missing. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kings leading now by 4. Pass to Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Now, here's Suggs. Outside Jackson for the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Jackson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Down low. Smith. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Inside. High arcing shot. Mobley misses.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Back to Brown. That shot off the mark. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Suggs. Jackson with the screen. For the lead. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And then Porter with the jam.
And we know Kevin Porter Jr. is capable of having big nights. And the way he's playing, this could be one.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
The Spurs shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. And it's Porter with the ball for the Kings. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Just 5 to shoot. McDaniels gets a wide open look. And Embiid detonates for the putback slam.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Mobley is screened. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. A three-pointer is right on target. Valanciunas has got 11 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
To the inside. Sweet move. And Embiid throws it down.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
He takes it in. Jackson has the open look. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Outside Porter. Down low. McDaniels. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And McDaniels drops them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And here is Suggs. He has 7. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. For San Antonio, they look good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Outside, Bagley. Suggs in the corner. Pass to Mobley. Shot clock at 6. And Mobley throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Brown with it. Defended by Christie. No good from outside.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
It's good from long range.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Timeout called by the Kings. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to talk to his guys. And the Spurs making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Spurs leading by 3. .110 left for the third. Bagley the screen. Outside Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. And Mobley throws it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Barrett with the ball. Driving the lane. And Barrett slams it in.
And you love that. Just that quick first step. And RJ up and over the D.
.30 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jalen Suggs.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Spurs. They lead by 4. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Jackson from deep, and the 3 ball is good. Jackson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
The Kings, 52.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Now Barrett. Jackson looking around. Jackson with the screen. Launches it. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here's Porter going inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Porter's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Kings. Now, here's Barrett. Pass to Jackson. Right side back. And taken away by Brown. Porter outside. In for his 7th make in 14 tries. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Kings.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Brown with it. Picked up by Barrett. Pass to Brown. 6 to shoot. No good on the 3. San Antonio trailing here. And it's Bagley in the corner. Good on the triple.
How about that, Bagley? Stretching the floor out a little bit, and this is going to make the offense really tough to guard.
Brown outside. There's a screen by Porter. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Outside Jackson. Back to Suggs. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
Here's Suggs. Mobley left side. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. And here's Porter. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Covington. Deflects the pass. Fires it up. Again, Sacramento.
As he's gotten older, we've seen KPJ become a willing passer.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Pass to Mobley. A shot off that time. Good D by Embiid. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Porter. To the middle. Grimlocker, Joel Embiid.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
It's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Outside Porter. Brown outside. Embiid the screen. Back to Porter. And the three off target. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
He hits the first one, and then narrows the gap to one.
There are ways to get a guy like Jonas Valanciunas to be aggressive in the game. You got to feed the big man, so get him the ball earlier, get it to him often.
Pass to Brown. Back to Porter. Puts up a three. Brown, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Porter with it. Back to Covington. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. So it's San Antonio now. It's a one-point game. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
There's Porter with the three. Can't knock in the three. And so it's San Antonio who's straight